On December 26, 1996, a festive holiday mood in Boulder, Colorado, plunged into horror. 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey, a little beauty pageant winner, went missing from her family's home. Hours later, her father, John Ramsey, discovered her body in the basement. She had been strangled and suffered a fractured skull. A 3-page ransom note demanded $118,000, the exact amount of John's recent bonus. From the outset, the crime scene defied easy explanation. No clear sign of forced entry, a note seemingly handwritten inside the house, and early police focus trained heavily on the Ramsey family rather than an outside intruder. The DNA that changed everything. Years after the murder, forensic science offered a breakthrough. In 2003, investigators found male DNA on JonBenét's clothing that did not match anyone in the family, a sign pointing toward an unknown intruder. In 2008, the Ramseys were publicly cleared by then DA Mary Lacey, based in part on DNA evidence indicating no family member match. However, the investigation remained stalled. Crucial items, like the garrote used to strangle JonBenét, the ransom note, basement evidence, never yielded a named suspect. A new hope through technology. By 2025, modern forensic methods have revived hope in this nearly 3-decade-old cold case. Investigators are now employing forensic genetic genealogy, the same approach used to crack the Joseph James DeAngelo, the Golden State Killer case, combining DNA profiling with public genealogy databases. The Boulder Police Department, under Chief Stephen Redfern, has agreed to retest key evidence: the garrote knots, the ransom note, the flashlight, and other items originally recovered from the home. JonBenét's brother, Burke Ramsey, and father John Ramsey have been publicly pushing for this advanced testing. The family's long fight for justice. The Ramsey family endured years of public suspicion and media frenzy. Patsy Ramsey, JonBenét's mother, passed away in 2006 from ovarian cancer, still engaged in efforts to clear their family name. John Ramsey has spent much of the past 3 decades demanding serious investigation rather than speculation. Burke Ramsey broke decades of silence in a 2016 interview, clarifying that his anxious demeanor during early questioning was misinterpreted, but that he still hopes for justice through science rather than sensational headlines. The ransom note and the missed clues. One of the strangest pieces of this puzzle remains the ransom note. It was unusually long, over 2,000 words, and seemingly written by someone too familiar with the house, using paper from within the home. It demanded exactly the father's bonus amount and incorporated movie-style language. Experts have long debated whether the note was penned by someone inside the household or an outsider staging the scene. Alongside the note, multiple tangible clues: an open basement window, an unidentified footprint, male DNA evidence, strongly suggest an intruder, yet none has produced an arrest. The path to closure. Nearly 30 years later, the Ramseys still live with the void left by JonBenét's tragic death. But 2025 might mark a turning point. With new DNA-based investigative techniques, law enforcement resources, and renewed commitment, the case is closer than ever to being solved. John Ramsey says justice isn't about revenge. It's about clearing his family's name and giving JonBenét the peace she has never had.